Okay, welcome back. Welcome to our second section called Renal Diet. So my first question, take a guess what's a renal diet is. So what's a renal means?
What is renal?
That's my question for you. So take a guess. When people talking about renal, what's a renal diet?
I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I chose this one. Okay, renal diet is also called kidney diet. Kidney.
Oh.
So it's a medical term to describe kidney.
Oh.
So as it names means, so it's a diet for helping people who have kidney disease. So it's to help to improve their kidney function and to slow down their kidney failure. Okay. So the reason why we want to do this diet, because we want to help them to have their kidney function well, and to at least to improve improve a little bit by some changes in the diet. So usually for renal diet, we limit their sodium intake, phosphorus intake, potassium intake, protein intake, and fluids intake. So let's go one by one. So the first one, I said the sodium intake. The reason why we want to cut down the sodium intake for people who have kidney disease, because when their kidneys can work properly, so the kidneys are able to filter all the waste or fluids from blood, so it will give the body a good function. So if the kidney won't able to work properly, so it will accumulate a lot of fluids and sodiums in the blood. So when there is too much sodiums in the blood, there will be some issues. For example, they will feel increased thirsty. They will feel they want to drink more water, or edema, like swelling on their skin, and they may have hypertension. That's what we're familiar. High blood pressure, and shortness of breath, and even for heart failure. So we want to let them focus on how much sodium they eat every day. So I think that's what we know is usually processed foods are containing lunch meat, and also salt, like table salt, garlic salt, onion salt, or condiment. Even for something we don't think they have a lot of sodium, but they contain a lot of sodium, such as ketchup. So because we don't have any ketchups in our refrigerator, so I'm not able to show you that, but search it on the Google, you will see.
I think I know another thing.
What?
It's soy sauce, soybean sauce.
Yeah, soy sauce. Yeah, that's correct. Soy sauce is usually pretty high in sodium as well, and the salty snacks like crackers or chips, that's pretty high in sodium. So we want people who has kidney disease stay away from those food, and to choose food with low in sodium, such as fresh vegetables and fruits.
Yeah.
Yes, and fresh dairy products, and I mean not for the aged cheese, something like that, and unsalted snacks, or like popcorns. You still can eat popcorn just without adding a lot of salt in it.
Okay.
Yeah, or unsalted pretzels, right? or some fresh condiments or seasoning like garlic, ginger, these onion, cilantro. Okay, so next one we want to limit is phosphorus. The reason, the roles for phosphorus is to keep our bone healthy, and as well as it makes sure our connective tissues and organs, and even for our muscle movement working correctly and properly. So when people with impaired kidney, so same thing, they have a lot of phosphorus in the blood accumulating, right? So it may cause some bone disease, because when there are a lot of phosphorus in the blood, so it will pull out the calcium in your bone, so it will cause you have some weak bone. So that's the thing. And we want to go through what kind of food you think is high in potassium. Sorry, phosphorus. Potassium is the next one. So we have food here. Take guess without looking the nutritional label to see which one you think is high in phosphorus. So we have pasta here, whole wheat bread, whole milk, corn, beans, and cookies.
I think it's cookies. I really don't have a clue. I might just choose this one.
Yeah, a lot of things. Some of here are pretty high in phosphorus. You are right. Beans and lentils are usually pretty high in phosphorus. And also for milk. It didn't show you here, but milk product is usually high in phosphorus as well. And cheese, yogurt, oatmeals, and nuts like sunflower seeds. That's all pretty high in phosphorus. But
we need phosphorus.
Yes, but for people who have kidney disease, we do not want them to have too much phosphorus, because phosphorus is really easy to find almost in every food.
Okay.
Right? And
it will damage. I mean, for people who have the kidney disease.
Yes, that's
it will damage their bone or blood.
Yeah, because their kidney are not working well now, so they the phosphorus will be accumulated in the blood, and then will cause another issue like bone weakness, or other bone disease. And this one, like whole grain, whole wheat bread, are usually high in phosphorus as well. You see? Okay, it didn't show here, but it's high. Yeah.
It just say potassium.
Yeah.
Not phosphorus.
Because phosphorus is not.
Even I don't know how to spell it, but seems like no.
Yeah. Like another thing we probably know is like Coke, like dark colored drinks. They are pretty high in phosphorus. That's why we're talking about if you drink too much of them, your teeth will get hurt, because they have a lot of phosphorus and damage your bone. Yeah. And
like Coke?
Yeah, Coke or some iced tea, packaged iced tea. And so we want to stay away from milk or whole wheat products, and to focus on like white rice, like white bread, something like that. So another thing low in phosphorus is like fresh vegetables and fresh fruits, and eggs, unsalted popcorn. Do you have some question?
Yeah, seems like it's always safe to eat vegetables and fruits.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. So we always recommend people to eat more vegetables and fruits, and make sure you eat a variety of those. Do not focus on one thing you love to eat. Just eat little bit
Different
everything.
kinds of-
Yes. And other thing like salt, fruit juice, corn, and rice, they are also low in phosphorus. And another one we want to mention here to reduce the intake is potassium. As we saw here, a lot of package they mention potassium.
Yeah, I saw that
Very
here.
enticing.
Potassium.
Oh, I think that's the four things.
This one?
The U.S. Food Administration, they require the factories to put those vitamins and the minerals here. I think that's the reason, right? I think so. Yeah. So yes. So you see, it's 6%. So you drink 1 cup of this, you get 6. Yeah.
Is 6%
It's
is
based
a
on-
high or
it's-
standard?
I think it's fine, but it's based on the 20,000 calories.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I see per day. Okay.
Yeah. And we didn't mention the reason why we want to limit potassium, because potassium is the one will keep our heartbeat like in a good rhythm, and to keep our muscle work functioning well. And it's also balance the electrolytes and fluids in the bloodstream. So if you took the kidney won't able to work well, so there are a lot of potassium will build up in your bloodstream. There is a term called hyperkalemia. Kalemia, it means you have too much potassium in your blood. So it will cause your muscle weakness or irregular heartbeats or slow pulse, heart attack, maybe even death. Yeah, that's serious. And potassium is also another one. It's really easy to find in the food. So a lot of foods have potassium, such as
Pear?
I'm not sure, but for the banana for sure. Avocados contains a lot of potassium. And honeydew, cantaloupe, melon, a lot of melons contains a lot of potassium, and potatoes, tomatoes, those, and winter squash, Spanish, a lot of those. And there still are some fruits low in potassium, like grape. We have grape at home. Apple. We have apple at home. Grapes. And pineapple. We have this at home. And for the vegetables part, cauliflowers low in low in potassium. And white bread. Yeah, we want to stay with the white bread or rice part. Stay away from those whole wheat products. And another one we mentioned before is protein intake. But protein, like, it's hard to tell because the specific protein intake has to depend on the certain stage of chronic kidney disease. So it's not able to say, okay, you have to limit all the protein here, or so just keep in mind protein intake is the things to pay attention when someone who diagnosed with kidney disease. Okay, another one we mentioned is fluids. So as I mentioned before, so one kidney can work functional well, so it will filter out the waste or extra fluids in your kidney and blood. but if it cannot work well, so it will build up in your body, so it will cause edema, or it even give a lot of stress in your lungs, for your lungs. So you may have some heart failure and you feel hard to breathe. That's a problem, that's an issue we do not want to see, right?
Yeah.
And I still have some tips here for the renal diet is, so do not get rid of all the salt in your diet. Just we want to limit them, but we do not to cut down them completely, because salt still important for our muscle and nerves. And also pay attention to those salt substitute. And also remember to check with the food label to see what's the specific ingredients in there, no matter for the potassium or sodium part. And some people, they may have a fluid restriction, so a good idea is to have a piece of ice sucked in the mouth, and it will keep them feel less thirsty. It's really helpful because they are now able to drink a lot of fluids, right?
I saw on TV sometimes doctor give a patient the ice.
Yes, or you can rinse your mouth with fresh water. This will decrease the thirsty in your mouth. Yes.
That's a reason. Okay.
Yes, and as we mentioned, milks contains a lot of vitamins and minerals. We want to limit it, so pay attention to the dairy product you have each day. And for the potassium part, because potato is really high in potassium, so when you still can have them, but when you have them, you could choose either peel the skin off, or you can soak the potatoes overnight, or maybe a couple hours before you eat them, and then peel off the skin. Even you peel off skin, and the potassium inside of the potato will also decrease a lot, more than your salt. Yeah, and also for people who have fluid restriction, just be aware of how much fluids you used when you're cooking. So if you add more waters when you cook, so just pay attention to that. And for the phosphorus part, we want to choose some light colored soda, like stay away those like dark colored soda.
Okay.
And stay away whole grain products, and choose white rice. And also beers also contains a good amount of phosphorus. So if you are drinkers, maybe cut down your beers intake daily, right?
Would drink rum or gin instead?
No, that's liquor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I have now. What do you have for me?
I have a question, because when I was a kid, I did get some issues with my kidneys, and the reason I found that was my eyes swallow heavily. Then I went to hospital to check, and then we found that there was some issue with my kidneys. And how can we explain that phenomenon of swelled eyes?
I probably need to get a medical degree for answering this part. Unfortunately, I'm not sure why that happened, but maybe we can find some resource on Google. Yeah, I believe each case is different, because for the kidney disease can be acute or chronic, so I think they will show differently.
I see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
You don't have any question?
No,
Okay,
I'm good.
that's good. Thank you for your time, and you can have all this food back.
Sure.
Thank you.